Friends, sadly we have to have a convo about a game today. Probably already noticed from the title and the game in the background, but it's MVC Infinite. A couple of days ago, or yesterday, dude named Rice, that normally leaks all the info for this game and other games in the past, leaked a roster, and it is disappointing to say the least. Like, this shit is super sleek, bro. Like, bulletproof condom safe character choices. But anyway, let's get right to the shit. Alright, so first, it's pretty standard fare. We have Ant-Man, just had a movie 2 years ago. Captain America, who's already been confirmed. Captain Marvel, who's already been confirmed as well. Doctor Strange, who just recently had a movie this year. Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Not my first choice of characters to pick from the squad, but whatever. Hawkeye, part of the Avengers. Hulk, mainstay. Iron Man, also a mainstay. Nova, who has been in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, or they talked about the Nova Corps rather, but they didn't really show Richard Rider. Rocket and Groot are paired as one character, which makes sense. Rocket was in the last game and Groot's his homie, so they're probably like puppeteer characters or summon characters. Spider-Man, we all knew was gonna happen. Thanos, he's been being mentioned since like the first Avengers movie. Thor, who has been confirmed, he was also in the last game, and Ultron, and that rounds out the Marvel side. Now, the main reason that I'm really sad about the Marvel side is because there are a lot of hype characters and a lot of characters that have movies coming out or like have running comic series that have just been like long time fan favorites, like Black Panther, Venom. I know there's no X-Men, but Cyclops is also part of the I think it's Champions. Or it's either Champions or Defenders. I think it's Champions though. But he's on a team with Richard Rider, Amadeus Cho, which is the current Hulk, and two other heroes. So like it kind of sucks to not see him because he's been in it since Children of the Atom, and that's what started all of this. He wasn't in MVC 3, which sucks because Cyclops is one of my favorite X-Men, one of my favorite characters in these games as well. Like, he has a play style like nobody else, but like it's kind of sucks to see like such a lacking roster, especially on Marvel side. Like, all the character choices are really safe because everybody was either in the last game or they had a movie come out within the past 2 years and they've still maintained relevance. I mean, it especially sucks to me about Black Panther because I mean, he did work in Age of Ultron, like been one of my favorite comics characters since I started reading it like back in the 90s when I was playing my Game Boy. Well, Game Boy Color because Black Lives Matter, but still one of my favorite characters in the entire Marvel lineup. Now, Capcom, dear fucking God, Capcom, can you flip on the sad music for me, please? Thank you, friends and family, for joining me as I read the eulogy for Capcom's character selection choices. It's been fun, but we're not here to mourn the death. We're here to celebrate the life of these beloved characters in this franchise. So without further ado, let's go into it. First up, we have Arthur. We have Chris Redfield, who has been confirmed already. It's Chun-Li. Dante again. Firebrand. I'm gonna let that one sit. I'm gonna let that one marinate for a second. Jeddah from Vampire Savior. Monster Hunter, which is just, I'm assuming, a character that has some weapons and abilities from the game. Morgan, who's already been confirmed. Nemesis, who is returning. Ryu, who's already been confirmed. Nathan Spencer, Strider Hiryu, and Mega Man X. Oh my god, that roster is so sleep, bro. That shit sucks. like, fam, as much of a fan of returning characters as I am, like, this has got to be the most disappointing roster in the history of anything. Like, Chris, Chun-Li, Ryu, Dante, everybody that's coming back, I'm pretty much fine with because they've earned their keep at this point. But Capcom is like forever disappointing me with like the new character choices. Bruh. Jeddah. That's cool. Final, like, actually, I'm actually okay with that. Like, that's the final boss of Vampire Savior. I get it. Monster Hunter, sure, that, whatever. Like, I know they're probably gonna make that work somehow, but I don't know why they bought Spencer back. I used them in MVC 3, and I thought it was odd then, considering like the franchises that they haven't touched in a crossover game, or like have not seen the light of day in a crossover in years. Arthur and Firebrand, I don't know how they even got approved for MVC 3. Like that, they never should have made it in a crossover in my opinion. Especially Firebrand. Like you got like common enemy turned boss that like really doesn't add anything interesting. Like look at the pick rate in Marvel 3 for Firebrand. Look at any top 10 that happened like post 2013 and tell me how many Firebrands you see in that shit. Like it's fucking ridiculous. And my entire concern is like Capcom's just sitting on franchises that they refuse to touch, like Power Stone, Rival Schools, Tech Romancer, Plasma Sword. Beautiful Joe made an appearance in 2 games, but I mean, like, that's enough to me to keep the man coming back. Not even to mention shit like God Hand, Asura's Wrath, not even mentioning Dragon's Dogma or Onimusha, which Capcom loves to forget that they made. We got Soki and Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and that's his only appearance outside of the game. Bring this man back for Infinite, not as DLC. Or Samanosuke, not as DLC. The point being is, I hope this roster is fake or at least incomplete, because there are so many franchises on both sides that are just being completely left and missed out on, man. And I would hate to see this game go the same way as 3 did. And what I mean by that is like a lot of obscure characters that just don't go used because they don't have the staying power as some of the other ones, which I get it. I mean, you know, you want to have obscure characters, but let's make it make sense, you know. Don't just like pick the safe choices or just throw characters in there just to fill out a roster. Like give me some new characters, man. Like Asura would have been amazing for Capcom. Same thing with an Onimusha character from Capcom. Or Marvel, I'm still amazed that Black Panther isn't even like in the starting lineup. He'll probably be DLC, which like that would be a whole nother rant, but I've talked your head off plenty for this video. Thanks for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe. If I fought your boredom, share it with your friends. We're on Discord. Come talk to us. Tell us what you think. All the social media links will be in the description, as well as the link for, well, not a link for the song, but the credits for the song